sorceress, all he whispers is kill.
Oh shit!
And 3 glowing bolts of energy fly straight at her,
Oh my god.
dealing
We are so dead.
8 damage as they erupt on your skin, blowing portions of your clothing apart.
Oh my god! Really? So I'm at like shit. How much health am I at now?
I don't know. How much health are you at?
Damn it. I think I'm at 13, but I'm not sure. Oh, okay.
Shitty beef or shitty chicken? We are going to die.
I know.
So badly, it's not even funny.
I know. It's been real, y'all.
And it is the lead skeleton's turn, going after the barbarian.
Of course.
And he swings. It's a 4, so you take 2 damage because you're still raging.
Sweet.
And it is now the barbarian's turn.
Can I move? Can I move right here without having an attack of opportunity?
You would provoke one from the furthest, the one that you're right in front of.
Oh.
So this guy would have an attack of opportunity on you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to cleave his face in then.
Okay. So roll to hit.
It's thinking about rolling right now.
Okay, so 19 hits. Did you turn on 3D dice or something?
Yes.
Okay, turn that off.
Okay.
It doesn't really work on the site right now because they're having imaging issues, and it just makes the dice take forever.
Okay. Well, I rolled both.
Oh, I don't see the second roll yet. Oh, there it is. Okay, so the first roll definitely hits, the second does not.
Okay. I'll roll for damage.
Roll for damage.
Jamila, I have an idea.
What?
I'll wait till it's my turn to say it so I don't get counted as meta.
Is it still +5
Uh,
for damage?
yes, because you're raging. And swinging both your axes, kind of bemused by the light, you miss with one, but focus in with your rage and shatter the bones in front of you. As a skull goes rolling across the floor, you look back at the back at the necromancer, who is almost frothing at the mouth, as angry as you, bleeding steadily from his eye.
Ooh.
Somebody's mad.
Yeah.
And it is now the gnome's turn.
Okay, if things go to worse, we could try to put on the disguise hat and turn into this dude, and then see if the zombies would attack him or get confused. But we'll continue swinging away. Can I split my damage in between both of them?
Yes, you would just have to step over a little bit.
Okay.
Which one's the leader skeleton? Sorry.
The one right in front of you now
Oh, okay.
was the one that was in front.
Here we go. First D20.
Skelly number 2.
21. Next D20. 7. Ugh.
Okay, so I'm assuming the 21's on your right hand and the 7's on your
Yes.
left. Okay, so you make contact with the 21. Roll the D8.
12.
Nice.
You chip at it, and just chunks of bone are flying away, and you completely take off its arm with the shield. And it is
Sweet.
not looking like a happy skeleton.
I want to disengage 2 steps back next to the sorcerer.
Okay.
There we go.
And it is now... That skeleton's actually dead. So, it is now the sorceress's turn.
So which 2 are still up? Oh, those 3 are still up? Okay. I'm going to move over here.
Okay.
And acid slash those two.
Okay. So, dex save. Alright, roll for damage.
You said a 1d8. I'm sorry. Hold on.
I believe it's a 1d6.
Okay. I believe you are correct.
Nice.
Okay. So the head skeleton kind of just starts to fizzle out as he melts inside the acid. And the one right behind it is shaking it off and popping parts of its armor off to not burn like its leader.
Nice.
And so that's that one. Horus is right there. And so these two are going after the barbarian, who's just the biggest and brightest target. And what's your armor, Caden?
15.
They both make contact with you, but your rage just the muscles are push off the weapons. They can't seem to pierce your hide.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome.
And it is now the Lord of Lance Rock.
Oh shit.
Start cartwheeling, Jamila.
I'm gonna do my capoeira.
Do it. You better.
I'm just gonna dodge roll out of the way.
Dip, dab, duck, and dodge. Dodgeball. It's taking time for the spell to reach us. That's the silence.
Hello. These skeletons are brought to you in part by Skeleton Co.
Our sponsorship is also.
Okay, so putting his wand back for a sec, he holds out his left hand looking at the sorceress. The Lord of Lance Rock thinks you should join him in madness. Roll a wisdom save.
Shit.
Roll high, Jamila.
Wisdom plus 5, I think. Oh, damn it, plus 3. That's fine.
Can we disguise ourselves under the rock so that way we can just like?
Oh my god.
Jamila. Oh man.
We are
And
all dead.
As he closes his fist, an iron crown appears above your head,
Oh,
and
God.
your eyes go distant, and you start to froth at the mouth.
oh my god.
Shit.
We need to run like now.
And it is now the barbarian's turn.
Sweet.
Can I attack and run, or do I have to run and attack?
You can attack and then run, or you can run and then use a ranged attack.
Oh. I'm just gonna bolt out of there. I'm just gonna run as far as I can backwards.
Okay, are you gonna disengage, or are you gonna allow them an attack of opportunity?
I'm gonna disengage.
Okay, so you are able to make it 30 feet, I believe it is. So, the barbarian, still raging, is sprinting now away from the group. Disengage takes up your action, so that is your turn. Rogue, you just got stepped over by the barbarian.
I'm thinking.
You guys do have health potions, BT dubs.
We do. That's what I think we can do it. I'm going to. I'm gonna buy myself some time. Okay. I don't know if I can do all of this at once, but let's see. I've got that hat of disguise. Can I use it to turn into the other sorcerer?
I have the hat of disguise. You
Oh,
use
you
the
do?
disguise kit.
Yeah, the barbarian has it, and he is out of reach.
I am going to. I'm gonna stay and fight because I think we can totally do it. I am going to. How much coverage does the wall give me in terms of shadow?
The walls, there are really no real shadows except for directly below the torches.
Gotcha. So it couldn't give enough coverage to
Yeah,
stealth. Okay.
there's pretty much clear line of sight all the way if you were planning on going towards the...
Aren't you still disguised as a zombie though?
I mean, I might be, but I don't think it's gonna help.
You
me.
are
So,
still disguised as a zombie, yes.
Um.
Wow, I have to rethink everything that's happened up to here. There's not a dragon there, there's a zombie. Anyway,
Wait, maybe if you just kneel over and pretend to die, maybe they'll think you're dead. You're dead.
Maybe if you go lay on a slab.
Let's do. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to. Okay, tell me what I need to roll for this. I'm gonna do a performance effect, act like I'm a dead zombie, and then take my extra action to use my health potion.
so wait, you want to do a performance check to do what?
To feign my death.
Okay.
Could I use deception instead of performance?
It would be a deception check.
Okay, so I'm proficient in that.
Okay.
+4. Oh my god, this is so bad. Come on, roll high.
So, you do the classic fall to your knees, the humanity, and hit the ground. You are now prone, and then you pop a potion with one eye open, in clear view of everyone, and drink the potion. You are now laying on the ground. What kind of potion do you have?
It is a lesser healing.
Okay, so roll 4d4 plus 4.
God almighty. 15.
You regain 15 health.
Hey, that's not bad.
No, it's not.
Good.
Oh, that's full health then. Cool.
Alright, and
Should've kept
now
Sparks.
it is the sorceress's turn. And she walks around kind of wavering. Her entire body is just not able to sit still. She looks similar to the barbarian in rage. She walks over to the gnome and starts slapping and hitting at him because she doesn't have any melee weapons in hand.
Thank God.
And this is why I knew rocks would be useful eventually.
She does have advantage because you're prone.
Oh my God.
What's your armor class?
16.
And she's not even making a fist. She's just slapping and hitting you all over. You don't take any damage, but you are like being loomed over. Bobby, roll another wisdom save.
Okay.
Oh.
Do it.
I'm getting slapped to death by Jamila.
I'm just imagining that you're a little tiny guy on the ground, and
She's beating on you.
In comparison to you, is just kneeling over you and just slapping you repeatedly across the face. Not even hard.
And this is after faking my death and failing.
Alright,
I know,
and
imagine
it
she's-
is now the skeleton who is going to walk up to the gnome.
Shit on a stick with a brick.
What's your armor class again?
16.
And as it's trying to get in close, this mad woman just bats it away, still slapping and hitting at you. And the other one tries to push her out of the way and hit you.
Jesus Christ.
And
It sounds like she's guarding you.
No abuse.
brings his short sword in and
Shit.
gets you right in the gut. And you
Oh,
take
shit.
6 damage
Shit.
Ow.
as it pulls out and your blood splatters the sorceress's face.
Nice.
Nice, Jamila.
God.
Can I pick up a rock?
There are rocks around, but it is not your turn.
Okay, I just wanted to know that really quick.
And by rocks, there's like small pebbles and stuff. It's not something that
Okay.
would do actual damage.
Okay,
Just so you know.
alright.
Because I like it when people think through their attacks before it's their turn.
I'm still so slayed right now. I can't even think.
I can't really think through my attack because I'm mind controlled at the moment. So.
Slapping me.
I'm just imagining her limply dragging her hand across your face repeatedly.
This
Dude,
is
I just
tricky.
imagine like a total RuPaul's Drag Race fucking bitch slap fight.
That's what's happening.
And
Oh my god.
from the back of the room, the Lord of Lance Rock is making his way forward. And
Oh,
seeing
no.
the Dragonborn running, the Lord of Lance Rock did not give you permission to leave. And a ray of green energy launches out of his hands just under your arm. It actually singes your shirt, and your shirt melts a bit as it comes in contact with the wall in front of you and melts the wall like
Oh,
a
shit.
giant puddle of stone.
Man, I paid for that shirt.
Well, now I'm not the only one who needs replacement clothing.
Yeah, but I'm supposed to run around without a shirt. I'm fine.
Wow, I almost said something, but then I realized I'm actually still streaming, and it would sound horrible on air. So I'm just gonna continue. It is now the barbarian's turn. You can either continue running away, or turn back, or drink a potion, or throw your axes, or do a jig.
Can I pick up a small rock and throw it at the crown?
I'll give you a free action to do that. Roll a d20.
Okay. With or without modifier?
Strength modifier,
Okay.
but no proficiency. You're not proficient in small stones.
No. Darn it, went to the wrong window.
Okay, so the stone flies and it hits the crown, and the crown just does not move. It's not even on her head, it's floating above her head.
Oh. Well, can I go attack the skeletons then?
Yes, I will let you attack the skeletons.
Do it.
So, I'm gonna go run over there and just start attacking the skeletons.
Okay, are you gonna attack both of them at the same time or one at a time? It's up to you.
Both.
Okay, so roll 2 separate d20s. And
Wow.
you make contact with the first and crit with the second. So first roll the first damage, the d6 plus 5. Okay.
Awesome.
And then roll the second is 2d6 plus 5.
Oh. Well, I'll just roll again then.
Yeah. So the barbarian, not realizing why he ran away, unsure of that, stands over the gnome, pushing their friendly sorceress out of the way, and just starts hacking back and forth and back and forth and back and forth until there's just piles of bone dust.
Hell yes.
And it is now the gnome's turn.
Oh,
It is gonna
God.
take
I have
your
a
entire...
question
What?
I have a question about combat in that situation. Say they hadn't have died, would I have been able to make a sneak attack since they were distracted by the barbarian?
You would have first had to get up, and then no.
Okay.
Because you are basically at his nuts.
Oh my goodness, so many
Just
jokes I'm gonna
saying.
make, but I'm not because we're on Twitch.
I have a question.
Yes.
If I throw the rogue at the wizard guy, would he be able to
Oh my
still attack
God,
him?
with the throwing.
He would get a disadvantaged attack.
Oh.
and it is the rogue's turn. It's going to take your
Okay.
full movement. Oh, you can actually use your bonus movement to get up.
Let's do that. Yeah, I was gonna ask if I can do that. Let's use my bonus to get up,
Okay.
and then let me measure how far I am from there.
Let me see if I can get it. All right, I have a hold on you now.
Let's move straight to the sorcerer.
All right.
And I'm gonna roll to attack.
All right.
First d20 plus 6, 16. Next one, 9. Ugh.
Okay. So the first actually hits.
Okay.
However, the second comes in contact with an invisible barrier that starts to spark as your sword tries to go through it.
Damn. Here we go. 10.
10 damage. So you slash him well across the arm, and he roars with rage. Let's see.
And thus concludes my turn.
And it is now the sorceress's turn, who is going to roll a wisdom save, Bobby.
Really? Fucking really?
So the
Thus
sorceress,
ends my campaign.
now that the gnome is out of range, focuses in on the barbarian and starts slapping at his chest, doing no real damage except after hitting the hard scales, she takes 1 damage to her hands.
Right.
Sorcerer is ensorcelled.
And
Yeah.
she's just like frothing at the mouth at this point. Her eyes are almost rolled back in her head.
That's hot.
And you, little one, have no right to attack the Lord of Landsrock.
Oh god.
Pissed off to the Lord of Lancerock.
Oh!
And his hand starts to glow with that same green energy.
I take it back.
Somebody needs to punch him in the crossbow.
Let me pull my second character sheet up because I think I get a bonus on magic. Let me double check though on saves. Where the hell did I put this? There it is. Your gnome character has certain characteristics in common with all other gnomes. No, it doesn't. I don't know where I thought that then. My bad. Anyways.
And he reaches out with this glowing green hand. What's your armor class?
16.
And you're able to bat it away as his hand comes in contact with the stone, and it just shrivels, and all the moisture gets pulled out of the stone and turns to sand right where your foot was. And then he straightens up. The Lord of Landsrock will kill you soon and make you one of my jesters.
Nuh-uh.
That explains
And
this on me, guys.
it is now Caden's turn.
Can I pick up the crossbow from the dead leader guy and run towards him shooting?
The crossbow is not loaded,
Oh.
so you would have to take your move action to load it. Sorry.
Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna sprint towards the guy and just
Okay.
hack at him.
So you come up next to the gnome, pushing the sorceress almost to the ground, completely befuddled by her rage, and she whips around to look at you, still trying to hit at you. Roll to hit.
Okay.
Oh, and actually, let's see. She does not get any hits on you as you're running away.
Slap of opportunity.
And so the 18 definitely hits, but the 11, you feel it drag, just like you saw the gnomes. There's something invisible stopping you from hitting him. Roll damage on the 1, on the 18.
Wow.
6. So as he's straightening up from turning the ground to dust, you catch him right in the shoulder with your axe. And he lets out another crazed cry. And Bobby, roll a will save.
Um,
Stop having weird people control you.
I know. What's my modifier on that side? The wisdom again?
Yes, a wisdom, sorry.
Ooh, nice.
And in just an intense force of will, this crown cracks and falls to the ground, turning into a metallic powder all over around you. You regain your body. What do you do?
Yay. I'm going to witch bolt his ass.
Alright, roll a d20 for me first.
Damn it.
Ah, so close. And now roll, let's see, Witch Bolt. If I could spell witch right.
I found that bonus. It's you have an advantage on all intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws against magic.
That is something good to have.
Hell yes.
Alright, so
The 30-foot range, 1d12 damage.
does it automatically hit? Okay, so make a ranged spell attack, so d20 plus 7.
Nice.
And that hits. And roll for damage.
Slay, Jamila.
Nice.
And you, both of you who are in physical combat with this necromancer, hear a crack behind you, and then you hear the sound of electricity building and building, and then multiple streams of energy fly, hitting the necromancer in the chest as he cries out in pain, and you glance back, and the sorceress, she has an even angrier look on her face as she is channeling this beam of just raw arcane energy into him, bringing him to one knee.
Oh, sweet.
What was that about the Lord of Lansrock?
Finish him.
And in a final attempt, this lord will not go down easy. And what's the dexterity on you, rogue?
My bonus?
Yes.
My bonus is +4, but a proficiency of 2.
Or sorry, what's your armor class? My bad.
My armor class is 16.
You, for the second time tonight, have a hand wrapped around your throat.
Yay!
And necklace.
God.
And this green glowing energy again
Oh
is
god.
encasing you. You feel cold rush in on all sides and start remembering what almost feels like as if you had died once. You start getting flashes of an alleyway and a gang of people around your body laying in the ground.
My god.
Uh-oh. This can't be good.
And you take 7 necrotic damage as you see through the haze of your own nightmare the wounds that are being caused by this witch bolt trying to heal as the bolt is still hitting it.
Damn.
And it is now the barbarian's turn.
I'm going to try to finish him.
Alright.
Nice.
They both hit. Roll damage. So, seeing your friend in danger, you bring one axe down, severing the necromancer's arm. And you see the little green flicker and dissolve into dust. And as he opens his mouth to yell at you, you cleanly cut his head off his body as it rolls away with just this frozen expression of rage and terror. Congratulations, guys.
Woo!
Wow!
That bitch tried to kill me.
You
Wait,
still,
have a hand on your
yeah,
throat, though.
you're on the ground with his arm still clutching at your throat.
Yay!
Wow.
Can I make a save?
You can just pull it off. There's nothing really holding it.
And I rip it off. That was traumatic.
Yeah, that was like seriously traumatic.
Seriously.
Wait, what tools were on that thingy over there?
So what about items?
The rogue's like choking.
So the barbarian, pleased with his work, stops raging. His gold glint becomes a little brighter because you could have sworn there was a little red in it earlier. And he walks over to a table where there are a bunch of tools. Oh, right, this guy's dead. It looks like pretty much all the tools you need for an embalming.
That sounds gross.
So, like, there's tubes and knives and scalpels and a lot of, like, small precision tools.
Is there any cloth there?
There doesn't seem to be any real cloth or gauze or anything.
Oh, okay. Well, can I take that crossbow from earlier and the bolts?
Yes, you can definitely. You go pick up the crossbow. There's about 6 bolts left.
Hey, I want the one back from his eye.
I want to loot the sorcerer's body. Can we do a check for it? Or...
Okay,
Yeah,
so
let's do it.
roll
He's gotta have
a
goodies.
insight check. Bobby, you walk over, and as you pull the bolt out, the eye is still kind of squishy around it.
Gross.
Plus 1. 20.
As you are searching the body, you notice he has some almost noble. The robes look like they were once worn by a nobleman, but they have never been washed, and they're just worn through. You do find the wand that he was using earlier, and
And that to the sorcerer.
Oh yeah.
and you find about a pouch of about 35 gold on him. And Bobby, roll an, I guess it'd be insight check. Actually, an investigation check. Sorry.
Nice.
Oh, much better. So as you're looking at this wand and you feel it, there's just raw energy coming off of it, and it's a long. I actually have a picture of it, not in game though. It's a long, thin wand with a little spiral going all the way up the hilt, ending in a blue jagged gem. And as you run your hand over the gem, you actually feel a spell that's familiar to you, and you realize that it's a wand of magic missile.
Sweet.
Sweet.
How are we gonna get out of here?
Go back upstairs, I guess.
Well, that was walled off when I was trying to run away.
Oh no, it wasn't walled off. It was just there's a large puddle of stone.
Oh.
And there's a way out at the back too, isn't there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You
We
guys
haven't
do
gone
look
through
back,
that
and there
path.
is another pathway in the back.
Got
Can I
you.
throw some metallic dust inside the bag?
Some of the what dust?
The metallic dust from the metallic dust from the crown.
Oh yeah. Okay. So, you go and you collect about 10 ounces of this ethereal metallic dust, or not ethereal, no, infernal.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It has like a very raw anger to it.
I have an idea.
All right. So you guys are continuing back to the back of the.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, wait a minute. Can I go upstairs and see what if there's like anything where on the other side of that peephole?
Alright, so you walk up the stairs, beelining away from the party. Da 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 da
Buy a
da
break real quick. Get back.
taking the stairs up to the people. And as you get to the top of the stairs, you see a stone lever built into the wall, and you look through the peephole and see the shattered chest that you were not able to save.
Okay, but there's nothing else in the room.
There is nothing else up there, no.
Okay. Alrighty then. Continuing on.
Ba-da-da. Magically appearing behind the rest of the party.
Woohoo.
Wait, is there any ores around?
You do not see any ore sitting in the wall or anything. It looks like there's just whatever this rock formation is all solid one piece. Or of one type. In its unnaturalness to the area.
It's weird.
It is weird. It is very weird. I mean, I'm even a little weirded out by it.
Okay, back. Did I miss anything?
No, I just went to go check out the other side of the peephole. There's nothing there. Caden's asking if there's any ore, but it's all some kind of weird unnatural rock,
There's a Playboy magazine by the peephole.
right?
So you guys are just continuing down the hallway.
Let me move the map.
It's funny because there's still the 3D guy hanging out on my screen, and it's just levitating in the blackness.
That's awesome.
This is huge, dude.
This is a rather large cave. Is this like the entire bottom of the cave? What is
Oh my
that?
god, it is. After looking back at the map, this is a huge place.
What is that?
It's a cabbage roll.
So you guys enter into what looks like the living quarters of the wizard. There's a bed, some bookcases with random items strewn through it, a few desks, a few what looks like lab tables where there are body parts laying. However, on one of the lab tables is a full body. Roll a perception check real quick.
Reception?
6. God.
Perception check?
Yes, please.
I have bad perception. My character's half blind.
And then he'll roll an 18. Watch this. Told you.
Oh my god. Yeah, he did roll an 18.
So
Told you
You get
the
the negative
-1.
1. Oh my god.
Told you.
Dude, you called that. What the hell?
as the gnome wanders off towards the bookcase full of items, the sorceress and barbarian both rush forward to start unshackling this poor girl who's been stuck to the table. She has small cuts all over her body. She looks like he was been experimented on.
It's our Pelly.
Yep.
So what do you guys do? You've basically unshackled this girl. She's completely unconscious.
I'm gonna put her on my shoulder.
Okay.
I'm gonna search the room for treasure really quick to make sure we didn't miss anything.
What's
Perception?
Okay.
Fucking fuck.
Well,
Yeah,
is
I
that
like
your
this.
investigation?
No, my investigation's +5.
Okay, roll an investigation check.
God almighty help me now. 19.
Okay, so as you're looking through the room, you notice an orb in the bookcase, and it has what looks like spinning lights inside it. They're all spinning in different directions, circling each other. It almost looks like a little tempest.
It's a disco ball.
Just dance, gonna be okay.
Should we throw it in the bag of the holder?
Let's do a history check really quick on our own quick. Let me roll.
Yeah, history check sounds good.
+5. Come on, come on, come on. 25, natural 20.
Ooh, play it.
Hell
You've
yes.
actually heard of items like this. It's some type of light orb. You don't know what it's exactly called, but it just something about the word daylight comes to mind.
Nice.
Orb of light. It's a flashlight.
Yoo-hoo.
Are there any spell books or anything important in that bookshelf too?
A lot of the books look very dark in nature, and a few of them are even bound in human skin.
Ew.
You also find 132 gold.
That's a lot of gold.
That's a lot of gold.
I'm doing math right now.
Especially split 3 ways.
It's about 40 a piece. It's about 44 a piece. Wait. 40. I don't have a calculator.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
44 piece.
It's 44 exactly a piece.
Okay.
And the calculator to go from earlier, we get 11 gold and 66 silver and copper.
Well, you guys get 12 each. I'll get 1 less. I'll get 11. I don't mind.
And then also add 16 a piece of gems.
What's that?
16 a piece for gems.
Wait, 16 gold a piece?
Yeah, 16 gold worth of gems.
We have a lot of gold now.
We do.
You
And
poor
then
things.
make sure you record your hat of transfiguration. Or disguise.
I just put hat.
Gotcha.
I now have 230 gold. I'm probably the poorest one out of all three of you.
I have. Let me add this on the calculator. Um, 16, 12, that's 44. Okay, now let me add that to it.
What's that big brown thing in the middle of the cave?
That would be a pile of bodies that he had meant to move from the room.
Oh,
Okay.
that's nice. Well, shouldn't we
And-
examine the girl first before we pick her? Before we go happily throw her out of, go happily take her back to town? And
Last thing, you do also find what looks like a water horn with gold markings and gold stopper and kind of metallic. What am I trying to say? Wow, it's late.
It is.
It's not. It's got casing, gold casing on the tip and the other side.
Give that to the sorcerer, the barbarian, whoever wants that one.
I'll take
that
it.
one. You
I'll
wanna
put
take it?
I'll put it in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Yeah, why don't we put both of them in there until we can get them identified, and then we'll figure out who gets what.
Totally.
All right. And so you said you guys were gonna heal Pell or something?
I was saying we should investigate the experimented lady, so that way she doesn't turn in like a monster or something in town.
Okay. You can definitely roll an investigation check.
I have bad investigation.
Oh my god.
Natural
this is good.
20.
Thank you.
Okay.
I got you, Jamila.
As finally, once he's done looting the bookcase and the drawers and the shelves and everything, walking over, handing over an orb and what looks like a water horn to the barbarian. The
Dr.
gnome
Tiny Sparks.
kind of gets on his toes and looks over the girl. She looks to be about 17 or 18. None of the cuts look like they've done any serious lasting damage. a little bit of magic and they should go away entirely. She just looks exhausted, dehydrated, and just barely there.
Is she able to be woken up?
You can try to wake her up.
This is gonna sound horrible, but can we try giving her whatever's in that horn?
I was gonna give her some cake, but
Okay, so you're gonna pull the stopper out of the horn?
oh no, I don't think this is very good yet.
Jamila, would you mind doing a history check? Because my history check is not.
Yeah, let me do an investigation before we pour this down her throat real quick. Okay,
Okay.
15.
You don't recognize any of the symbols on the horn. To you, it looks like a lot of waves. As you hold it close, you do feel a slight magical presence off of it. And you feel like there's something liquid-based. Like, there's some liquid-based vocabulary that's just, like, at the edge of your mind.
I say we just carry her and then identify the liquid, because it could be poison. I mean, it could be something good, but if you guys want to do it, go for it.
Well, I was gonna wake her up, give her some cake, and then go.
Well, I'm just saying better her than us, and we can bring her back, and for all they know, we found her dead.
Good, thank you, Jamila.
You're a good character.
I wanna go and
But
give her
I'm
some
chaotic
cake.
good, and it's all about my ass first. I'm just saying.
I'm lawful good.
Yeah, so you don't have to have any part of it. Go look at the calculator or something. I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
wake her up first, give her some cake, and then go.
What if it ends up healing her though?
But then what if it's like a magic buff and we waste all of it?
I'm just giving her a piece of cake. We're saving the liquid until
Okay,
it's
save the
needed.
liquid and wake her. Yeah, we'll
So
save
I'm
the
assuming
liquid
you guys
and
are
wake her.
walking towards the entrance as you're having this argument.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
how about we put some of the moss on her then, the healing moss.
And give her some cake at the same time, yes.
Okay, so you put her down, you start to wrap her wounds, covering her because she was completely naked on the table.
I'll put my spare set of ropes on her.
Okay. And cover her in the moss.
Can you imagine basically being tortured and then you wake up to someone giving you cake?
Cake and clothes and
Seriously.
pelts.
It's like
So you
Goodwill.
do heal her for a decent amount. You do notice that the moss is like starting to cover, and you don't know why, but this moss never seems to dry. It's just laying coolly on her skin as you wrap her. However, she doesn't wake up.
Aww.
Get Sleeping Beauty to town.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright,
I wanna
so
reward
you
him,
guys head out of the dungeon with no incident.
Thank God.
Surprise, all the bodies reanimate.
You start at the beginning.
And as you get outside, it is the dead of night.
Oh no.
And
We should
you
go
know,
and sleep in trees.
It would
I
take
say we
How
you
are we gonna get her up a tree?
about 8 hours to get back. Actually, no, it'd take you about 5 hours to get back to town.
Let's
Oh.
march. Let's do it.
Sprint, let's go.
Okay, so you guys are moving as fast as you can with a human.
We'll take
On
the
your
exhaustion
shoulder.
buff. Or yeah, whatever it is.
We can always we can always crash at the inn.
True.
Truth.
Okay.
The sorcerer and the barbarian take turns switching her off. The gnome he acts like he can't handle
Oh, you're
anything
too
over
small.
20 pounds.
Hey, I only have 12 freaking health left. He can carry her all by himself.
I'm pretty much halfway dead and bleeding to death, so.
I'm still laughing my ass off about getting slapped to death in that dungeon.
You weren't even getting slapped to death, you're just getting slapped.
It was.
Imagine the WTF face, like, please.
I did the Korean gif. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
So I don't know what. Sorry, I'm just rolling some random stuff. You know.
To kill you.
We all get struck by lightning and die.
That'd be horrifying.
That would be so boring.
A giant dragon comes out of nowhere, eats us, and die. And we die.
The gnome
So-
runs off screaming.
As you guys are running through the woods, you see, let's see, you see four humanoid-looking coyotes,
Oh no.
and they're standing in a pack. They look like they're standing over a body.
Oh boy.
Do you
Can I-
stop to investigate or keep running?
Keep running.
I'm gonna disguise
Okay.
myself while I'm running with the hat.
As a coyote.
As
Okay.
a coyote person while I'm running.
They don't take interest in you, and they continue dragging this body off into the woods.
That's tragic. We're all like, bye, bitches.
Hey, we already did our good deed for the day, and we almost
Seriously.
died like 3 times over.
We'll probably come back over here eventually anyway.
I know, I'm sure as soon as we get back to town, they're gonna be like, oh, we've got somebody who's just missing. They were last seen with coyotes.
So you guys enter town. It is pretty much. You think there's about an hour or two before sunrise.
I want to go take this lady to the constable.
Yeah, wake his ass up.
Okay.
Yep.
Constable!
Let's switch maps.
Run screaming through the town.
Actually, that's a good point. You do get 2 weird looks from people stumbling home from the bar, but they don't say anything to you because they're kind of frightened of the zombie running through town carrying a woman being chased by by another woman in tattered clothing and a
A mini
no.
zombie.
It's not that tattered. They shouldn't be that tattered.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. With a bleeding sleeve.
A mini zombie gnome.
I'm gonna take off my hat now. while
Okay,
I Wake up the.
They're all so drunk they won't remember this
and
tomorrow.
you get even weirder looks, like straight up frightened looks, as the zombie turns into a golden dragon man. All right, so you guys burst into Constable Hubbard's apartment or house. Sorry, his office. I'm assuming, or are you gonna knock politely? It's up to you.
I'm gonna knock politely.
Bang SWAT style.
Come on in. It's always unlocked.
Damn right.
Okay.
And as you guys walk in, you see one of the constable's deputies. He's sitting there. He smiles until he sees the bandaged body on your shoulder.
Hey, we found her inside that cave.
In what cave? Where? Who?
Lance Rock.
Her?
This dead hoe.
Oh my
But
God!
she's
Is
not
that
dead.
Pell?
It is Pell.
I have no idea.
I'll be right back. And he runs off. He runs through the door behind him, and you hear him go up some stairs. And then somewhere off in the upper of the other next door building, you hear a loud creak and then very loud footsteps as Constable Hubbard comes storming in with a nightcap on and PJ pants, followed by a very, very pretty woman who is wearing similar dress attire and just looks like she just got woken up as well. Where did you guys find her?
Lance Rock.
So she was up there with Orithis.
She was.
And he reaches out his arms to take the girl from you.
Not so fast. Reward first, buddy.
He gives
I'm
you
awful.
the dirtiest look you've ever gotten. Roll a charisma check.
Okay.
Oh no.
As he looks down at you, you can feel your tongue physically pull back into your throat, and you get goosebumps all over as he pulls the girl gently off the dragonborn and cradles her like a baby in his giant arms. And then he walks off and sets her down in the back room as what you believe to be his wife starts tending to her. There's little flashes of white light happening every now and then. So you guys, did you take care of Orithis or the Lord?
We cleared out the entire cave.
Interesting.
We did.
There's lots of zombies in there.
So he was
were
as
lots of
mad as
zombies
we
in there.
thought. I personally
Deranged.
assumed he was just a crazy man in a cave. But I guess maybe there is something to all these rumors that are going around. Anyway, there was a reward. Minnie will be so happy you got her granddaughter back. Let me get it for you. And then you guys
Woohoo!
should probably, yeah, you guys look like you could use a rest or something. He reaches under his table and pulls out a sack of gold. I wish you'd gotten to her sooner, but I'm just glad you got to her at all. And he drops the sack in front of you. Is there anything else? Was there anything else you needed to tell me? Or did you need anything else? Otherwise, we're gonna start tending to her and then get her over to the All Shrine so that the priest can help her as well.
We saw some weird humanoid coyotes with a body. We didn't know if anybody else had gone missing. But we didn't pursue them because we wanted to bring her back as soon as possible.
I'm here. Sorry. I'm getting
Coyotes.
shooted in 2 minutes.
I don't have any reports of anyone else particularly missing, except for possibly that there was that convoy that was supposed to come down a few days or a few weeks ago, actually now. But we haven't heard anything. I thought they were still a few towns away, but some people are making rumors of seeing graves on the sides of some of the hills in between here and the town. I think they were coming over from Bellard or something, through the mountains, through the slumbering hills. As for coyote people, there was a herd of jackalwares, but I thought we had gotten most of them. Nasty creatures. You can't tell that they're vicious animals when they're in the sunlight. They just look like regular people.
Excuse me, do you happen to know what this orb and horn thingy is?
He takes a good, long, hard look at both of them, and he's thinking, you can tell he's really racking his brain. I'm no good with this magic stuff. I personally try to avoid it. I'm more of the rough, gruff, and shoot something. And he kind of taps his hand to the wall, and you notice hanging above the door is a ballista-sized crossbow.
Oh, wow.
That's a really big crossbow.
Like a siege bow. Nice.
Guys, sorry to interrupt. I have to run really quick. I'll go ahead and I'll get briefed tomorrow, and then I'll just collect the XP and stuff in too.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to calculate XP tonight anyway.
No,
'Cause
that's fine. Thank
I
you
have
so
a-
much. This was so
Yeah.
much fun tonight. And
Thank
then
you.
just message me tomorrow, guys, and then I'll catch up with everything, okay?
Sounds good.
Alrighty.
Alright,
Bye.
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 Bye. If you guys want anything magically looked at, you'd probably want to go check out Valvo's store. He's not my favorite person in town, but for the most part he's harmless.
For the most part.
Just don't pick the wrong door too many times. And he kind of shrugs at you and walks away.
Alrighty. I think we should head for the inn. Leap up, catch ourselves up. Oh, how much was in the bag of gold?
The bag of gold that he dropped in front of you was 300.
Oh my goodness.
So it's about 150 in gold pieces, and then a large chunk of silver pieces, and then a few platinum pieces.
Oh,
So
nice.
it's about let's see, what's the math?
Can we just say 100 each? Or
There's
You want
well, no,
the
the actual split up is about 100, or no, about 500 silver pieces, 150 gold pieces, and then 75 platinum pieces. I think I did that right. Just write that down, and whatever that comes out to is your reward.
35 platinum. How much gold? I'm sorry.
500 silver, 150 gold, and 75 platinum.
That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. A human life is worth a lot to people.
That makes sense. Wait, so how come we didn't get any more from those other guys then?
Because
Well, they were bandits.
they didn't have a family member in town.
Oh.
Pell is one of the girls from town, whereas the merchants were just, hey, if you can find them, find them. This is me as the constable offering up a reward because I can't do it myself.
Okay.
Anyway, you guys make it to the inn. They look like they're closing down, but you do get some food. It's a few pieces of cold meat and whatnot, and they wave you off to bed. They don't even ask, they just let you go upstairs expecting to collect in the morning.
Nice.
Sweet. We should buy a house or something here.
Well, we don't know how long we're gonna be here.
Yeah, true.
You guys have only been here for like maybe a week at most. Actually, no, you've been... Yeah, no, you're probably pushing about 2 weeks now.
We
Anyway,
should make some... Oh.
that is where I'm going to end it for the night. My voice is kind of hoarse.
No, you're fine.
And yeah, that was a lot
That was
doing.
awesome.
That was awesome.
Whew. And yeah, all my books can now close as I stack them. Like, you have no idea, like, I have the 4 books I need for just the campaign, and then I have my own personal notebook, and I have my DM shield, and I have the notebook from the other party to see what I did for them to make sure that I keep it semi-similar, but I also like to
Right.
alter a lot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, how bad did the other group do?
The other group is a group of 7 people, so in some of the rooms where you only fought 4 monsters, they were fighting about 9 or 10.
Oh my god.
Nice.
And the flesh golems they fought had twice as much health and almost hit twice as much,
Oh my
or
god.
twice as hard. So that's because as a DM you have to base everything off a challenge rating, and so they, with that many people, pretty much are fighting at a challenge rating of 6 or 7, whereas you guys are fighting at a challenge rating of about 3 or 4.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And I mean, it does mean that they also get more loot and stuff, but yeah. God, you guys are gonna get a shit ton of XP.
That would be awesome if we get enough to level. But
It would be so awesome if we had enough XP to level up twice, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Alright, anyway. I will talk to you guys later. For anyone who's actually watching the Twitch, I've totally forgotten about you, and thank you so much for watching. And anyone who watches this later online, because I guess I'll upload this so that you guys can kind of see what I do when you guys are playing. Although, you'll notice that there are a bunch of miniatures around you that I never brought into view, that I was debating on bringing in. So you'll know how much more screwed you could have been.
Awesome.
That's nice to know.
Anyway, you guys have a great night, and I will talk to you later.
Alrighty, thank you, thank you.
Bye. Thank you.